Get my microphone, my drink, and let's just jump into the video. So hi everyone. So my idea was that I'm sorry, I'm on a rocking chair, like I'm a grandma. I'm gonna answer the most asked questions on the internet about Italy. It can be really useful if you're coming here this summer to spend some time, and in the meanwhile, you can enjoy the Italian view. I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about the hills behind me and our friend, the spider, George. I asked ChatGPT what it thinks, what are the most asked questions about Italy, and then I'm gonna answer them, and then I'm gonna check what the internet is saying about it, because it can be interesting. I don't know. Anyway, do I look ridiculous or do I look cool? It's really hard to say. Usually these videos are getting a lot of views, so I'm presenting myself. If you're new here, I am Barbara, and I'm a Hungarian artist who's been living in Italy for 9 years, and the neighbors started to flex. Great. Yes, and I'm making videos about Italy, about art, about, my life. I'm vlogging a lot. I have a son, and yeah, that's it. And I'm hilarious. First question, what are the best places to visit in Italy? I'm always talking about this, and every video this question comes up, and I always talk about how it's important to go to small places in Italy, so not just the touristic areas, so not just Rome, not just Venice, not just Napoli, not just Florence. You should spread and just you just pick randomly, like you close your eyes and you just pick randomly a city or a town in Italy, and you're gonna have so much fun. Well, except if it's really an industrial area, but you can go anywhere. It's gonna be really beautiful. It's always gonna be different. So yeah, I know I didn't answer this question now because there's no answer to this. Let me ask Google. What is it saying? What are the best places to visit in Italy? 20 best places to visit in Italy. It said exactly what it's saying, what I said that you shouldn't do. That's why you shouldn't listen to Google and you should listen to me. It's saying Rome, Naples, Amalfi Coast, I forgot that, Florence, Venice, Milan. So what is the best time of year to visit Italy? Okay, now this is good. So I don't recommend that you're coming in the summer, and I know everyone is coming here for the summer, but it's just there's 60 million Italians, plus I really don't know how many tourists are coming in summer, but there are so many. So you can choose the beach, but if you're going to beaches, there will be a lot of Italians. If you're going to the cities to walk around, you're gonna melt under the sun, so it's not really the best time to come. I would say September, October. Well, eventually the winter season, but then it's too cold. So I get, if you want to watch cities, you should come in the winter. You feel that you're gonna be cold or whatever, then you should come in September, October. October is already really less tourist. I would say the end of September and October is the best, because this is still hot, still warm, and people already went back to work. Because March people are already here, and also this March was not really hot. There was a lot of rain. Okay, what is the food like in Italy, and what are some regional specialties to try? The food is great. But what is the food like in Italy? The food in Italy is really good. It's really tasty, and in every region, so there's how many regions? I don't remember, but there's a lot of regions in Italy, and in every region there's different kind of food, different kind of meats, different kind of fish. Some places has risotto, some places have different pasta or sweets, and so it's always changing, and they're all really good. And I'm gonna make a separate video just about this. What is the best way to get around Italy, by train or car? It depends on your budget, I would say. So if you have money, or if you are, to rent a car, or if you're coming like from countries around the area, then of course, like, come with car, because that's the best way to do it. But it's gonna cost a lot of money, because a lot of, you have to understand where to park, and like where some places you have to pay. Most of the places you have to pay for parking spot, and but of course, like, if you have money, then come with the car. It's like that is the best, of course, because then you can go to small towns, and I would do that but I would not travel all in Italy, because that's just insane. Like, you come with your car, and like, don't know, depend, like, if you have 2 weeks, just explore like 2-3 regions in the north, and then next time you come, so you're like exploring inside the regions, and then you're gonna have so much fun. It's crazy. And yeah, but if you are young, and you don't have kids and stuff like this, then you should like hitchhike, and use BlaBlaCar, and like you should talk with Italians, and and the people who are living here, because then you're gonna have. Is there a snake in our lake? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's just the tortoise. So because you're gonna have so much fun. Like, the travel itself can be like the part of the adventure, and if you're just like in your own car, it's not an adventure. It's just, I mean, it can be still, but yeah, I mean, if you are really young, then you can just go and stop somewhere and ask people, like, if they, if you're on the countryside, like, ask them if they need some help in their farms or whatever, and then they let you stay there for a couple of days, and they give you food in exchange of like work. So you can be really creative if you don't have, if you're really young. Train as well is really a great way to travel. I did talk about this in other videos. What are some tips for avoiding crowds and tourist traps in Italy? Okay, the tips are that you're not going to these places. Like, if you're going to Rome, you're always gonna find tourists wherever you go. There are gonna be a lot of people everywhere. There are gonna be tourists everywhere, and if you are in Rome, you want to see the famous places, and the famous places are all crowded by tourists. And if it's crowded by tourists, there will be tourist traps, there will be pickpockets. It's the same in Venice. Like, now there's a lot of people who are trying to steal from you. So it's just the point is that you're avoiding touristic places, and if you really want to go to Napoli and places like this, then you have to, like, you should keep your belongings like under your shirt in a really small fanny pack. You can keep your stuff really close to you. I did talk about also in another video about what are the tourist traps in Italy. Like, in every city there's like different ones. Like, there's these people who are like saying that they are painters, and they're selling their trashy paintings about Venice, for example, but they are all the same all the same style. So like, one person are making it, or they are just printing them out or whatever. But the point is that if you want a painting from Venice, then just write me and I'm making you one. What are some of the most beautiful beaches in Italy? Okay, there's really a lot. Of course, the Amalfi Coast is really beautiful, but it's really, really popular as well, meaning that there's really a lot of people. I would recommend Sardinia, and in September. We were there a couple of years ago, and it was magical. It was beautiful, and there was no one, and it was really hot still, so it was amazing. The internet is also saying Positano or Rimini, Sorrento, yeah, and Amalfi Coast, Capri. Is it saying Rome as well? But I don't think so. Bari. So it's like the south of Italy. There's like all the way you will find really beautiful beaches on Sicily, What are the best cities for art and architecture in Italy? Well, of course, it's Florence and Rome. You can't argue with that. Yeah, I am so stupid. And of course, Venice. I can live here. And I forgot, of course, also Venice. Yes. The internet is also saying Genova, Milano, Bologna, Lucca, Napoli. What are some of the best hiking and outdoor activities in Italy? Would recommend the Dolomites. My favorite spot is Garda Lake, because has a wonderful lake but also has high mountains around it, so you can have like really beautiful walks around the lake, and the view is amazing, the nature is beautiful, you eat really well, so I would absolutely recommend that place. Internet is saying Dolomites, Cinque Terre, Alps, Amalfi Coast hiking, snowboard. Well, yeah, of course, snowboard and skiing. What are some of the most famous Italian designers and fashion brands? Okay, Valentino, Versace, Prada, Armani, Dolce & Gabbana. What are some of the most beautiful lakes in Italy, such as Lake Como and Garda Lake? Okay, that's what I just said. Okay, so Lake Como, Lake Garda, Lake Orta, and Lake Maggiore. This is the last question, because it's been 20 minutes that I'm filming. What are some of the most famous Italian movies and directors? So I would say like the most important and well-known one should be Fellini. I would recommend to watch Eight and a Half from him. Or the other one that is really famous and well-known is Life is Beautiful. So the internet is also saying Once Upon a Time in America, well, in the West, Dolce Vita, Amarcord, that's again a Fellini movie, Life is Beautiful, The Leopard, Blow Up. Okay, Blow Up is really an important movie to watch. Well, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up so I know that you want to watch these kind of videos, and subscribe please, because a lot of people are watching my videos and they don't not subscribe, so they lost this channel, which is the most terrible thing that can happen with you. Thank you so much for watching and take care. See you next week. Bye. Yeah, we're going to Hungary. My scarlet disease is still really visible, but it's way better and it's not itchy. I'm fine. And yeah, we're gonna go to Hungary next week, that I'm really excited about, but I'm gonna film for you this week, so you're not gonna lose content. Take care. Bye. Ciao. Bacio.